Hello, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me. I can see a lot of people have joined in on YouTube. You are all warmly welcome. So please let us know where you're watching from. Please just put it on the chat. It will be great to see you all and see where you are all watching from. Yes, please let us know. I can see quite a lot of people right here on the chats. They have joined in. So it's great to see you all. And from New York, amazing. Thanks for joining in from New York, from Atlanta. You are all warmly welcome, guys. It's good to see you all. And we just try and highlight just for our audience. Some people are watching from Lincoln. Hello, Tana. You're most welcome. USA. And there's a lot of birthday wishes on the chat. Lagos, Nigeria, amazing. Thank you for joining in. Indiana, from Benin, from Panorama, from London, amazing. Thank you all for joining in, and you are all warmly welcome to our Ubuntu, a global dialogue with Africa today. This is a special edition, and it's to celebrate our very own Professor Kalu Osiri. You are all warmly welcome. So thank you. Keep it coming. Keep the chat coming. We've got lots of people from Cleveland and birthday wishes from Houston, Texas, from Nigeria. So just keep it coming. You are all warmly welcome. So usually at the Ubuntu, a global dialogue with Africa, we talk about, lots of issues ranging from politics to food, to culture, to arts, all kinds of things, music as well. But today we just want to focus on talking about Osiri University and to, our founder here, Professor Kalu Osiri, just to say, what has been our journey so far? What has it been since he started this amazing institution? And also to see, what's the future? What does the future hold for us? So I'll be co-hosting this with my colleague, Dr. Easterlin. I know he just put Dr. E. Dr. Easterlin. Do you have any words for our audience before we start?
Welcome, everybody. I look forward to our discussion and look forward to celebrating our dear brother's birthday.
Amazing. So please, if you've got any question, this is an opportunity for us to actually, talk to Professor Osiri. Any questions you've got for him, please put it on the chats. If you've also got, I can see that there are a lot of birthday wishes coming up. But if you've got any questions in particular, just put them on the chat and we will take that as well. Okay? So let's bring up the celebrant for today. And I want to see a lot of drum rolls on the chat, please, as we bring up our celebrant, Professor Kalu Osiri. Yes, there he is. You're welcome. Wow, there's a lot of love pouring out for you right on the chat. It's amazing. There's a lot of people just loving up on you on the chat. So I'm sure you're reading that out. And please take time to watch this back again. Okay, so it's all been recorded on YouTube so you can watch it. Okay, so let's start by telling us about Osiri University. I know this is your heart, this is your passion. So tell us, why Osiri University? What inspired you to start Osiri University, please?
Well, thank you so much. First of all, before we talk about Osiri University, let me say that I am so humbled that you've taken time to do this, Dr. Amarachi Amugo. And, as when I came to realize what you were planning, I thought about what happens when we celebrate birthdays, like what it really means to celebrate birthdays. So I thought to myself, I said, when people die, who suffers, who struggles? The loved ones around are those that suffer and struggle. And so when I think about today's day, I have to ask that question. why am I doing this? And the reason for this celebration is really not for me, it's for the people. So in a sense, this birthday is a celebration of those who've helped me become who I am today, those who've carried me and cheered me on. And I feel so happy, so blessed that we will do this celebration today. Having said that, your question is Osiri University. You know, we began Osiri University in the summer of 2020 when the pandemic hit. We saw the devastation of the pandemic, not only in the US, but also in Africa, where I'm from, how it had decimated the educational landscape, interrupted learning for pupils, for university students, and life had just come to a grinding halt. And so what I did was I reached out to folks, including yourself, Dr. Amugo, reached out to Dr. Easterling, and many other people on this platform and said, what can we do to support education in Africa, to make sure that people continue to learn, irrespective of the interruption by the pandemic. And that was the beginning of this experiment, this idea of Osiri University. We decided that we would launch a virtual platform where people can come and learn from talented instructors from Africa and folks in the diaspora. And it will be quality education. We wouldn't compromise on that, but it also be relevant education, so that people are learning not just to memorize and not just to say they have another accolade or a degree, but they are learning something they could put to use, something they could use to change their own lives and change the lives of their community. And that was how Osiri University began towards the later part of the summer of 2020. And since then, I have to say, I have been amazed by the support that we've gotten. A lot of people have joined the university volunteering to teach. People like yourself, people like Dr. Easterling, and many others who've said, sign me up, let's do it. These people are creating courses and they are teaching, and the courses are not only housed online, but these people are also making time to connect with the students who are learning one-on-one. They meet on a weekly basis, so there are live sessions. So it's really become a quality and a platform to deliver quality education at scale. So that is, in a nutshell, how Osiri University began, and I'm really excited about what the future holds.
Amazing, amazing. I'll hand over to my colleague, Dr. Paul Easterling, for the next question, please.
Yes, thank you. Dr. Kalu Osiri, it's good to see you again. Could you please tell us what this vision means for you, and in context of another year on the books?
Yes. The vision of Osiri University represents a lot to me personally. But to be direct, it represents, if I was to sum it up, I would say it represents excellence in education for Africans. And the reason I say that is because if you go to Africa today, we have very good universities in Africa. And we know this because people are getting educated and they're able to compete anywhere in the world. We know this. But we know that education, it's only serving a few. And those who are succeeding in spite of the lack of substance within that educational platform. In other words, people who are learning in Africa are really, if I may say, they are teaching that themselves. The reason I say this, and it's a bold statement to make, is the curriculum in Africa is not African. When people are learning in Africa, they don't learn about themselves. They don't learn about their culture. We know, despite there's a big movement today about returning African art from Europe. There's a huge movement and discussion around that, for example. So we have people growing up and they never get to even interact with African art from ancient times. Now, art that were created by their ancestors. So that is missing in the curriculum. The idea of African institutions and values are missing in African curriculum. And even the idea of tackling problems, Africa's own problems, are missing. So people are just learning so they can have degrees. And so what this vision of Osiri University represents to me is excellence in education, meaning that we are bringing African agency into the curriculum, and we're saying you can learn about yourself. You begin by learning about yourself so that you can then share what you have with the world, as opposed to learning about every other cultures, thereby rendering you empty. So that is what it represents, African excellence.
Amazing, amazing. So since you started Osiri University, what are the lessons, apart from some of the things that you have mentioned, what are the lessons that you would say you have learned so far?
And you say since I started, and again, I have to say this is something we really started together, right? So it's been a collaborative effort. There's no way I would have been able to accomplish this without your support, the support of Dr. Easterling and many other folks who are on the platform, folks who've tuned in. Leadership doesn't come on a platter of gold. Leadership is hard work. One of the things I've learned is that to be a leader, you have to be willing to sacrifice for others. Yeah, think about the captain, the pirate captain. The captain sort of, again, this may not be a perfect analogy, but the captain demands loyalty and requires the team to do all this work. But he is able to do that because that captain will lay his life for the crew. So one thing I've learned is that leadership is hard work. And of course, I'm not a pirate, and I just use that as an example. But really, this idea of servant leadership is something that I've come to realize that is indeed very powerful. If I'm learning to be a servant leader, to make sure that I'm listening to the needs and to the visions and the ideas of the team, so that everyone can move together in one direction. And it's not just me sitting up somewhere and saying, this is what we are going to do. So that's lesson number one. Leadership must be inclusive. The other thing I've learned is that I only have limited energy. We have limited energy. You have to be careful how you spend your time and your energy. And so what I've learned is to make sure I share opportunities and information as widely as possible. But when it comes to implementation, focus on working with only those who have similar visions, who align with the passion, who are in tune with what we are trying to do. This is very important. And there are many people who are listening today, my friends who are listening, and colleagues, mentees, mentors, and they know you know this. I mean, you don't want, you can, we often say you can drag a horse to the river, but you can't force the horse to drink water. Trying to force a horse to drink water is almost an impossible mission, right? So one thing I've also learned is to expend energy and pour my life in those who want change, and in fact, I have also learned to surround myself, if I may say, maybe that's the third thing, with quality people, and those who've tuned in, for example, when I engage with folks, I like to make sure I'm all in. And because you want to make sure you surround yourself with quality people who are looking out for you, but also you are looking out for them. Not that it's a transactional arrangement, but the idea is these are quality folks, people who are looking up, who are aiming high. And those are some of the lessons that I have learned in this journey. It's been amazing, and I continue to learn.
Could you, for your vision for Osiri University, it requires the connecting of continents and countries and cultures that don't always get to interact or speak or to work together. How important is this for you to connect African cultures that have been separated by time and by space?
That is a very important question, and is mightily important to bring lessons from different parts of the continent to bear. It's very important. Let's take Africa, for example. When we talk about African culture, what we find through research is a lot of African culture is still in Africa, and we can excavate that and learn and use it. But we also find that some African cultures and institutions are dead. You cannot no longer find them in Africa. They are dead. However, they appear somewhere else, maybe in Brazil or in the US, because those Africans who moved or who moved over there as enslaved Africans carried that culture with them. So even though you look in Africa and it's no longer there, you can find them elsewhere. So it's important that we look not just in Africa, but look all over the world to bring out and tease out lessons from our ancestors and bring that to bear. Let me also quickly say this. At Osiri University, we have non-Africans who are also teaching and learning with us. We have folks from India, we have Americans, for example, we have Europeans who have signed up to teach. So in as much as we are saying that our curriculum is decolonized, we want to be very clear that this curriculum is for everybody. It is for everybody, because I will say this, the reason why we have a lot of problem with as it concerns race in the US, for example, there's a lot of racial tensions in the US, where I live, is because I've learned that European Americans are not learned or educated in matters concerning African Americans. They don't have any clue. Very few of them know things about African American history, and so they might devalue the African American history or African American person. Let me put it that way, because they don't understand the history that these people can bring to contribute to the culture. So when we talk about decolonized education, it's not just good for African people, it's good for all people, because African history is world history, or is part of world history. In fact, African history began or set to motion all other histories. It's important for us to understand this. So that is why we have to look widely and not just say, this is for Africans. We have to make sure that we are inclusive of every part of the world.
Thank you so much, Prof, for those words. Now, I also want to highlight some of the programs we've been doing at Osiri University, and maybe you want to elucidate more on that. And I will just show that on the screen. The first program is the Unleash Yourself program. And could you just tell our audience a little bit about this initiative and why, as Osiri University, we have put this forward?
Yes, the Unleash Yourself program. It's a 3-track program we designed. And again, you asked me to answer these questions, but you all were involved in designing this program. Dr. Paul Istling, you're smiling. Dr. Amarachi Amogo, you all were intimately involved in designing this programs. So we have 3 tracks, right? So we have the art and culture track. We have the food development track, or food product development track. And then we have the computer and IT track. We just said, let's focus on 3 tracks, right? And we invited folks to apply and to choose one of those tracks. And the idea is they would take 3 courses within their track plus entrepreneurship, so that they are learning skills, technical skills that are relevant to arts and culture, food or computer and IT, and then they combine those skills with entrepreneurship and use it to start a business. If they're already entrepreneurs that have existing businesses, then they can expand their business. So that was what we did, and the idea was that we're going to train them, and then at the end of the program, they would pitch their ideas. They will present their business plans. And those who succeed would get a grant to start a business or to expand their business. So we are basically putting more teeth. We're telling folks, look, you come and you learn, but it doesn't stop there. We want to work with you throughout the process so that you are successful. And it's a rigorous process, very rigorous process, because it's an 8-week process of taking these courses. And I have to say, some have dropped out, and that's okay. It was designed just to do that, to weed out folks who say, hey, I want ₦1 million in grant, or I want some help, but they're not willing to do the work. And that's why I really admire you all, the team at Osiri University. There's something I have to say this. You all do not compromise on quality and excellence. And I appreciate that. I want to always associate myself with folks who do not compromise on quality and excellence. And that's what's happening. And we have, as the training continues, because we were in the middle of this training, people are getting weed out, they are dropping out because the trainings are very rigorous. And at the end of the day, we'll have a few that will compete and present their ideas to judges, and they're selected. And even after they've gotten the grant, there will be a post mentorship that will continue. There will be assigned mentors who will continue to guide them and making sure that they are using the grant money and they can even apply for other grants elsewhere. So that is what we are doing through the Unleash Yourself program.
Thank you so much, Prof. Please, for our audience, those joining in, there are quite a lot of interesting comments on the things you have been talking about, history, and, someone did say, precisely, sir, in my opinion, history starts with African history, and there are quite a lot of comments. So please keep it coming. And also, if you can, share this initiative with your friends, people you think this might be of value to, then that would be great. Now, Professor Siri, there's another thing I wanted you to highlight, and that's the Marvel program. And this is another initiative at Osiri University. And I just want you to talk about this a little bit, because, sometimes people don't get to know what we do at Osiri University. So if you want to elucidate more on this, and please, Dr. Easterling, because I know he's pretty much tied to this particular program as well, if you can chime in, that would be great.
Yes. So the Marvel program, Marvel stands for My African Roots verified by experience and love. Marvel. So there's a program again we created. I say we all here, right, created this program. And it was designed specifically for African Americans and Africans in the diaspora. African Americans who want to connect back to their roots, who want to learn about Africa. Yes, you may have some interest in traveling to Africa, but we want people to actually learn about themselves, learn about Africa. And may I also say it's really open to other folks who may not be African Americans who say, you know what, I'm curious about Africa. I want to learn about Africa. I want to sign up for that program. So that is what that program is all about. And we have a lineup of amazing experts, people who can talk about different topics, whether it's on African literature, African arts, African-centered education, investing in Africa, African religion. I believe, Dr. Easterling, you are the one handling the African religion and values piece of it. So we have about 8 different topics, even connecting to your African roots. How do you connect to your African roots? And my sister, Jonah Johnson, who is an amazing actress and coach. She's really known in the coaching industry, doing an amazing work in Atlanta and east of the US. I just want to highlight her a little bit here. And she's going to be leading the topic on connecting African Americans to their African roots. And she herself is African American. And she's building a studio in Ghana. Okay, how does she do it? How is she connecting to her African roots? How is she making those connections by not just doing something in Atlanta, but also taking her skill sets to Africa and bringing Africans to also support her work in Atlanta. So these are the kind of things that we're going to be learning so that we can have our African-American brothers and sisters who want to connect to their roots do the same. So that is in a nutshell what we are doing there. It's going to be an amazing program, and I encourage every African-American who is interested in learning about themselves, about their history, about their culture, to sign up for the Marvel program. And maybe Dr. Easterling, you want to add something to
that? I did, but I actually had another question that I think is very relevant to what we're trying to do here. And I wanted to start it by, having some background. The environment that Dr. Osiri has created at Osiri is welcoming, to say the least. I've had a number of negative, bad experiences in traditional academia, and all that negativity that I did experience in academia, I have not even got a whiff of from Osiri University. There's nobody trying to hurt anybody else academically. We all work together as a team. We all work together as a family. And that's something that is extremely, extremely rare in academia, because academia can be a very cutthroat, backbiting industry, as we all can know. So I would like for you to speak to the environment, the spirit of the environment that you've helped to create at Osiri University. And I know it takes all of us to work together, but I don't think that's a light issue at all. I don't think that's a light issue at all, especially with scores of academics leaving their university because they're just tired of it. I know I've experienced that. Dr. Amugo's nodding pretty heavily, so I know that she's had some rough days in traditional academia, and I know you have as well, Dr. Osiri. So, if you could speak to this dynamic environment that you've helped to nurture at Osiri University, amongst not just the students, but amongst the staff, the teachers, the professors that have given their time.
I asked myself in what sort of environment would I love to go and work every day? And that is precisely the culture I would love to create for anybody who wants to work at Osiri University. And I think that is what we are all working towards, a nurturing environment. You know, at the end of the day, we have to keep our goal in mind. The vision has to be what's driving us and not the petty politics and who is on top, who is below. The vision is to provide quality education at scale, period. Quality education at scale. And to achieve that, I mean, education is not a joke. I mean, to educate, you have to bring yourself. Education is not just coming and writing on the board and dishing out information. You have to bring your whole person. And I realized this early on. And if people cannot bring their full self to impact the lives of students, then the whole enterprise falls to shatters. Therefore, I want to make sure that we have a nurturing environment. And in that environment, we can fail. We can fail, but nobody will laugh at you for failing. We will make mistakes, but nobody's going to penalize you for making mistakes. And we'll call you out when you are messing up, but we are calling you out of love. And you know this because there have been many instances prior to you being called out that you've been praised, you've been helped, you've been supported, you've been guided. That to me is a sort of environment that we can create that will be nurturing not only to faculty staff but also to students. And that is in a sense what I wanted to see happen. And I will say because you're asking me this question, but I have to repeat this. And we have Dr. Amarachi Amugo. She is the president of Osiri University. She's our Ezewanyi. I have learned a lot from her. Mm-hmm. She is the most gentle person I've ever worked with. And I say this because she drives excellence and she would not compromise that. But at the same time, she's very patient. Oh my goodness, Dr. Amarachi is very patient. You all know this. And she will walk.
Today is about you, not about me.
but it's about me, and I've also learned from you, right? So she will make. Here's what I've learned. She was okay. You are struggling with something, okay. She'll send you a Zoom link, and she will show you how to do that. She'll walk you through step by step, and that is what we are seeing at Osiri University. We are now seeing instructors who are supposed to teach for 4 weeks, but they are teaching for 6 weeks. Because they say, oh, I didn't cover this material and I think these students are really interested in this area. I'm going to take extra 2 weeks to hold their hands because these students want to learn. For those who want to learn now. And these instructors are going the extra mile doing this. For example, Christopher Bamidele is an example of this. Let me just go ahead and mention his name. That teaches a GIS at Osiri University. Taught a course that was supposed to be 4 weeks for 2 extra weeks, helping the students, holding them holding them by hand to show them how things are done. So that is the culture that we are creating. We want to focus on delivering quality education at scale. And again, thanks to you all. Again, yes, this is a celebration for me, but like I told you earlier, birthdays really is a celebration for those who've helped you. Because without those who've helped you become who you are, there will be no birthday. So if I die today, who's going to miss me? Who's going to struggle? Who's going to suffer? Well, my birthday then becomes a celebration for those people. That's how I look at it. My friends who've poured so much, who've been there for me, my birthday is for them. The students who want to learn, who want to see Africa rise, who want to help others. This birthday is for them. the instructors, the staff at Osiri University who are volunteering, going the extra mile. Dr. Paul, you've created so many courses, so many courses, and you deliver the courses with excellence. While others may be having maybe 1 or 2 sessions a week, you have 3 or have 4. And so this birthday is for you because you have poured so much in my life. I'm learning from your example, and I'm taking this to my other spheres of life where I'm part of, whether in my board meetings, my other engagements, because you all have influenced me so positively. So this birthday is really for you too, if I may. Thank you.
Well, amazing. I think most of what you said is being echoed here on the chat. Someone is saying that this is a great approach to shifting the culture in academia. And somebody else is saying, the art of educating one and yourself is a journey that is selfless, and the only benefit is to the student, with the teacher having given a pound of flesh, in quotes. That's amazing. Now there's a question on the chat. I think this person possibly has written his name earlier. I missed that as I was scrolling down. But he has a question for you, and he's saying, could you share the likely background of potential students? Would these be considered, undergrad type courses or? So please, over to you, Prof.
Yes, so what we have right now is open to anyone who can understand and engage in English, because we're using English to teach. We are working on courses that can be delivered in indigenous languages, but we'll come to that later on. But if you have passed high school or secondary school, there's something for you. So there are courses at the undergraduate level. There are also courses at the graduate level. Again, we are not offering degrees, right? And so our focus is delivering quality education. But what you find is that what you learn at Osiri University, you can take with you to any university and be able to compete. You can take it to your workplace and be able to compete. So to answer your question, yes, we are offering courses both at the undergraduate level and at the graduate level, and even at the professional and executive level as well. So just be on the lookout to what we are offering and see if there's something for you at that particular point in time.
Fantastic. Someone else is saying, this is interesting. I hope the Brazilian people can also share these facts from Osiri University in Portuguese as time goes on. Congrats. So that's another comment that we had there, and I thought to spotlight it as well. So good. Now, for our viewers, please keep the questions coming. Prof, I've got one more scheme that I think that the people who are currently on this chat need to know about, and that is the masterclass, right? So the masterclass program, which is being anchored, it's a creative writing masterclass that is being anchored by Professor Chigozie Obioma. So please, could you, tell our viewers a little bit about this program and how, because I know there's one coming brewing soon. So please, could you tell them what this program is all about?
Yes, so the Creative Writing Masterclass is the first of many other masterclasses to come. But let me just quickly talk about what we did with the Creative Writing Masterclass. We identified an elite expert, if you may, someone who's on top of their field. In this case, it was Professor Chigozie Obioma, who happened to be a friend and a colleague, and also an elder at Osiri University, if I may add. And we asked him to put together a masterclass for those who want to write from Africa. And we saw hundreds of applications. In fact, we even got applications from non-African countries. So we opened it up. Initially, we were just going to do Africans again because of our focus, but we said, let's open it up. And so we had even a student, not a student, but a professional writer from India who joined the masterclass. So we ended up selecting only 10 because he wanted to keep it very small. The reason is because of quality. He wanted to make sure he could read all their work, provide them personalized, individualized feedback, because writing, as you know, is not a joke. And reading is also can be very, very tasking. So even when we had this discussion about can we expand the class, the answer was no. We're going to keep it very small. Again, I appreciate the idea of excellence and quality, which continues to reverberate throughout the different programs we are offering at Osiri University. And so out of the hundreds that applied, only 10 people were selected. These are amazing and accomplished people. Some of them are up and coming writers who are equally amazing in their own right. Some are elite and top in their fields. And in journalism, there's a gentleman by the name of Manasseh from, you probably know him if you're from Ghana. He's won several awards. He was part of the masterclass. We had a retired professor who was part of the masterclass. We had other writers who wanted to up their game. And that's what I love about the spirit of those who come. They want to learn. They want to learn more. They humble themselves. They want to learn. And so I happened to drop in one of those classes, and I saw the amazing conversations that were happening and how much they learned. And now we are going to offer it again next year. I know it's going to be much bigger, but again, we're going to keep the numbers down. But there are ways that we think we can still have it such that it will benefit more than 10 people. So in addition to the small class size, which we're going to keep very small, we're going to have seminars like this, right? That will allow people to tune in and learn directly from the instructor of the master class. So we're going to be doing that next year around March again.
Thank you, Professor Osiri. I'll hand over to Dr. Easterling, please.
Excuse me, apologies. Now, as you acknowledged, this is a celebration of collective efforts, though it is your birthday. It is also a celebration of future efforts. So what do you see, how do you see the future of Osiri unfolding as we speak here in 2021? What do you see for us, 2, 5 years, 10 years down the road for Osiri University?
We are going to continue to offer our Unleash program, where we invite people to bring their ideas. We teach them and equip them depending on their track, whether it's the food product development track, arts and culture track, computer track. We might add a few other tracks as we go on. So we'll continue to do that. We're also going to continue to add professional and executive level type courses, because we've been getting a lot of inquiries about that. In fact, people have been asking us, hey, do you offer a master's degree? Do you offer a PhD? We want to come and do this. So we want to start offering more courses along those lines, because we have really talented, we call them malamai. Malamai is an Hausa term for a teacher. We have talented malamai at Osiri University who are very qualified and could teach at any university really in the world, if I may say. And so we want to continue to offer those programs. But as we look even further ahead, we don't lose sight of our indigenous courses. Because we want to make sure that even those who are in remote areas in Africa can learn, because what we have presently today is not working. If you live in a village in Africa, forget it. You can't go to university, or you can't really get quality education, right? So and our idea of quality doesn't mean it has to be taught in French or in English or in Portuguese. It just means that we need to deepen your knowledge, and that means that through research, and it could be done in your indigenous language. So that is something that we're also working on, and nobody's doing this. Maybe there are some people. If you do know, let us know so we can learn from them. So that is what we see in our future. And then for that down the road, we're going to have centers, mini centers throughout Africa, where people can meet, converge, to connect with folks who are learning virtually.
Amazing. Amazing. I've got a comment. Someone is asking this question. I don't know how to respond, so I'm going to spotlight it for you to respond to. He says, is there a possibility to accommodate someone who just wants to visit and see what you're doing at Osiri University?
Absolutely. I think, why not? I mean, we are an open book. I think you should go ahead and just send us an email at Ubuntu, UBUNTU, Ubuntu at Osiri University. .org. I believe Janisha is monitoring that email, and she will be happy to point you in the right direction on how you could get connected and see about what we are doing.
Amazing. There's another question again on the chats. Someone is asking, I think Tana is saying, are there courses year-round or only during certain months, quarters, throughout the? So she just wants to know how the courses run.
Hi, Tana. By the way, let me say Tana is one of my students from the University of Nebraska. We got connected. We actually, Tana is a European American from Lincoln, Nebraska. We traveled to Benin together, and she fell in love with the African culture while in Benin. And she will write me back, say, I want to go back to Africa. I want to go back. How can we make it happen? And I'm so happy to see Tana on that. To answer your question, Tana, yes, we do have courses throughout. We don't follow the traditional semester schedule, but yes, we do have courses throughout. Our courses are 4 weeks, so it's very intensive 4 weeks, and so what we do is we have people take courses for 4 weeks, take a 2-week break, another 4 weeks, 2-week break, another 4 weeks, and so on and so forth. We typically take the summer break as well, just like other universities do. But our schedule doesn't follow the traditional universities. Thank you, Tana. Good to see you.
Amazing. Dr. Easterling, do you have any more questions before we start wrapping down? And please, for our audience, just to crave your indulgence, please, for an additional 30 minutes. Usually our global dialogue would finish at 4, but please, if you can, stay on with us, because today is a special event, just for another 30 minutes or so. Just to celebrate the founder of Osiri University. That would be fantastic. Dr. Easterling, any questions, please?
No, I don't have any more questions right now.
Okay, let me just spotlight. A question just popped on the chat, and we'll just spotlight that question. He's introduced himself and said, this is okay, Samuel Mbono. Congratulations, Osiri Universities. Are there any plans for formal collaboration with universities either in the US or Africa?
Plans, yes, we are. That's something that's been discussed at the leadership at Osiri University. Even our elders have also suggested that. Yes, we are open to those sort of collaborations. We began talking with an institution in Ivory Coast. By the way, let me say that Osiri University is registered as an entity, not as a university, but as an entity in Ivory Coast. And we've been discussing collaborations with the university there as well. So we're talking with the university as well in Sierra Leone. So let us know if you have ideas on how we can collaborate. We are open to that. Thank you.
Amazing. Sorry, I got carried away. Now, I wanted to ask you one question. What would you want for a birthday present? A lot of times these questions are missed. So I want to ask you now what you want for your birthday present. What would you?
Yes. And well, I know this is a strategic question, but it's an important one. I've said this earlier. My birthday is really a celebration of those in my life. And I mean it. I sincerely mean it. What I want for my birthday present is support for our amazing Malamai instructors and staff members at Osiri University, who are a team of volunteers, and for support for our talented Omsomis, students who are learning. These are people who may not have the opportunity to go to a tertiary institution, right? Because it's too expensive. They cannot pay to go to a university. even in Africa. They can't pay for it. Or people who may be taking a course that they don't really like to take, but because they have to get an education, they are forced to be in a lane they don't like, and then they find something they love at Osiri University. Because we do have folks who are already have degrees who are back at Osiri University. So we want to support these people who are hungry to learn. And I would say donate. So what do I want for my birthday? Donate to Osiri University. Donate so that we can support our amazing Malamai. Those who know me know that when I make a comment like this, none of this is coming to me. I made it very clear when people donate for the university, it is for those who have worked at the university, and it is to support our students. This is not something I so my birthday is a celebration for Osiri University and for my friends and those in my life. So thank you for asking that question. I hope that answers it.
Amazing. I know you didn't want to say that. I had to put you on the spot. So please, we've got the information right on the screen. Please kindly, no amount is too small. Donate to Osiri University. Would want to make this bigger, want to institutionalize this and get more people educated. So please donate as much as you can. Thank you so much. Now, Prof, I would want to say that we've got something quite, I don't know if it's supposed to be a surprise, but I would go ahead and
wait. I'm somewhat surprised because I wasn't expecting to see Tana.
Oh, you were not expecting to see Tana?
I wasn't expecting to see Tana
yes.
show up on here, and I mean we are connected, but just seeing her already was a surprise to me. So I think you are letting the cat out of the bag. I think you've been doing some dirty work behind my back. I think.
Well, I'm not sure about that. So please, what I want to do now is for those who are watching, please, it's this I'm about to show right now. I had over 130 people who actually responded to a call that I made in less than how many days. And it's impossible for me to showcase 130 people verbally with videos. I mean, people actually took their time to do these things, and I just couldn't. So please, guys, if you're watching and yours is not one of those that made the cut, it's not, I have nothing personally against you, but I would make sure I collate all of this together and I will put it up for you to see. I would send out the link at the next Ubuntu Global Dialogue. But here I have collated just a few, and I just want to play that. So guys, bear with us as we, play this just to celebrate our very own Professor Kalu Osiri.
Happy birthday to you. Yes, I'm super happy because it is a great one birthday. A scholar, an erudite one for the matter, a selfless professor, and someone that has eyes his character with lots of homework. This is wishing you a lovely birthday for everything you'll be doing for the students, for everything you'll be doing for the entire Africa as a whole. I say thank you. This is wishing you mountainous blessings. The sky is the starting point, Prof. I love you so much. Ubuntu.
So I want to wish Professor Osiri a very resounding happy birthday. Meeting you has been one of the great high points of my life. You've been a great mentor. You've been a counselor. And I'm just using this opportunity to wish you a very many years return. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hello, my name is Adedeji Disu. I just want to wish Prof. Kalu Osiri a happy birthday. Prof has had a great influence on my life. Prof is a great visionary, is a great pace setter, and I can say that Prof is a man that writes on obstacles to get the job done. Prof does not take no for an answer. He keeps on pushing till he gets a yes. and I can say that he has a strong passion and drive for the African man. And on this day, I and my entire family, we just want to wish you a happy birthday and pray that on this day that the sky can and will only be your starting point. Thank you and God bless you.
Happy birthday, Kalu. See, I'm here. I'm ready for the festivities. Let's have a party. Just want to wish you a wonderful, amazing birthday. Another year around the sun. And thank you so much for your mentorship, your time, your wisdom, and for putting us together here at Osiri University. Enjoy your day.
A sheep without a shepherd would sing. Ebe m na-enweghị onye ndu ka ndụ anụ onwe m. Ebe m na-enweghị onye ndu ka ndụ anụ onwe m. Ebe m na-enweghị onye ndu ka ndụ anụ onwe m. Ebe m na-enweghị onye ndu ka ndụ anụ onwe m. But I'm a sheep with a shepherd. I'm a son with a father. Professor Carlo Osiri, you are a father. And it is only a fool that will point at his father's house with the left finger. An egg does not fight a rock. Even when it does, you alone knows the calamity that faces it. May I be the hangman hanging myself and hanging the day that I do nothing today. Professor Osiri, as you add another feather to your red cap, I say ya dragon maneke. Ori afọ nkwo. Asị m gị rie uru ụmụ ị mụrụ. Ebe ọ bụla i tinyere aka, ya gaziere gị. You have done a lot. Should we start from your home country, Nigeria, or across Africa, over there in the US, and touching lives across continents? Happy birthday, Prof. Long life, prosperity. May we who see more of your conquest. Ebe m na-enweghị onye ndu ka ndụ anụ onwe m. Ebe m na-enweghị onye ndu ka ndụ anụ onwe m. Ebe m na-enweghị onye ndu ka ndụ anụ onwe m. Ebe m na-enweghị onye ndu ka ndụ anụ onwe m. Eta nọrọ mkpọrọ, eta nọrọ mkpọrọ. Eta nọrọ mkpọrọ, eta nọrọ mkpọrọ.
Happy birthday, Professor Osiri. I wish you all the best as you mark this day. May you and your family remain blessed. God bless you. Thank you.
Good day, Professor Carlo Osiri. All the way from the Netherlands, I just want to wish you a very lovely and happy birthday. Please do enjoy it with your family and go all the way out and get the best out of it. Thumbs up for all the good work and happy birthday again.
Happy birthday, Professor Osiri, and thank you so much for being an example of leadership, hard work, and creativity to us all, and for creating these spaces in which us Africans and Afro-descendants can better our outcomes. So wishing you much of luck for yourself and your projects in this new year of your life and all of the years that are to come. So happy birthday. I hope you have a lovely day.
Hey, Prof, happy birthday. I hope you're having a good day. We're all here to celebrate your life and hope all is well. Supposed to be sharing a funny anecdote or a good memory about you. Well, I don't really have any funny anecdotes, but what I do know, what I do have to share that is that ever since I've met you, you've been a really solid brother, and you've always been open to listen and share your thoughts and listen to everybody else's thoughts, and you try to keep people involved. Your enthusiasm and your African spirit is strong. And it's been a real pleasure working with you. over the past 14, 15 months that we've known each other. I guess there is a kind of a funny anecdote, I guess, for me and you, is that when we first met, I had no idea you were of A5A. And, I had stepped away from the organization for a while, but it was good to meet another brother, especially one that cared so much about Africa and her children and her future. So keep it up. Enjoy your birthday. I hope you have a great one. And, I'll see you soon, brother. Peace.
Happy birthday, my dear Osiri. I feel blessed to know you in this life, and I'm happy for this day is yours, and I wish you to keep on celebrating Ubuntu, learning, Africa, excellence, boldness, confidence, and everything that you represent in this life. I send you huge love. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Joyeux anniversaire. Nyamye wa fwe su Osiri. Nyamye wa fwe su. From Ivory Coast.
My name is Cyril. I'm a Makura of Technology at Osiri University. I'm also a Malamai in the Mulukongo of Engineering. I want to seize this opportunity to wish Professor Kalu a happy birthday. I hope your birthday brings you sunshine and rainbow with love and laughter. Sending you more good wishes on this special day. I celebrate you now and always. Remembering who we are, changing our future. Ubuntu.
Professor Osiri, happy birthday to you. This is Dr. Onoma from Minnesota. Sending well wishes to you as you celebrate another year. Congratulations on all of your achievements and much deserved recognition. Thank you for all the work you are doing for Africa and for Africans in the diaspora. Best wishes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Kalu. We all want to wish you a very special birthday, the best ever, in fact. But we really want to thank you for who you are as a person and what you've done so much for the continent of Africa to help students, to help businesses, to definitely be able to help everybody who's working for Osiri University. You have transformed the lives of everybody you've ever touched. And we know that you are going to keep on doing that until your last day, which is not soon, hopefully. So I just want to wish you the very merriest of birthdays. Happy birthday.
Hi, Dr. Osiri. This is Dr. Helen Onyika from Birmingham University, United Kingdom. Just wanted to say happy birthday to you and God bless you. And also, thank you so much for giving us opportunity to be part of Osiri University. Remain blessed. Bye for now.
Birthday wishes to you, Professor Kalu Osiri. Wishing you many happy returns. Congratulations. Bye.
Greetings and Alafia, my brother. This is your family, Amin Patah, coming live and direct from Rochester, New York. First and foremost, I would like to show my deep appreciation for your dedication to the African struggle. The diaspora needs people like you, and for what you've been pouring into the community, especially when it comes to the Ubuntu dialogues and all of the things that's been coming from Osiri University. Me personally, I truly appreciate being a part of this because I'm able to share what I have to offer on your platform to a much bigger audience. And what you're doing is so motivational. It's so inspirational. It pushes and drives people to get to the next level. Osiri University has the potential to be magnanimous when it reaches its apex, and is going to touch so many lives that needs it. Thank you. I'm grateful. Even though we don't talk that much, my spirit is with you. The ancestors are riding with all of us, and it's definitely fueling you and people such as yourself to serve the much greater picture, and that is to free the African minds, decolonizing and revolutionizing, to re-Africanize all that we are. And we're getting there, thanks to the efforts that you're doing and many others that are following your path. Your leadership is impeccable, my brother. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. I'm grateful. Ashe.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Prof. Kalu. Happy birthday to you. I am wishing you a happy birthday, a prosperous year. I am wishing Professor Osiri Kalu that we take Africa to the next level together. And I'm also wishing you that we shall have a whole lot of electrifying and exciting Ubuntu dialogues in the future. Happy birthday once again, sir. Ubuntu!
Hey Kalu, thank you for your friendship. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have more years here in this earth. And feliz cumpleaños, amigo.
Professor Kalu Osiri is a man of great distinction. Amiable, diligent, intelligent, kind, courteous, and very, very innovative. He struck me the very first time I spoke with him as a man destined for the future and for great things. I find it truly satisfying to be his friend. And on this special day of his birth, it is a great honor that I am able to wish him a happy birthday and to pray that the years to come will see a light that will shine brilliantly and be a beacon light of hope to the several people who will look up to him for guidance and for counsel. Onyisi, Onyeje, congratulations, happy birthday.
Samaharjadi Dr. Osiri from right here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Thank you again for continuously inspiring not only myself, but so many others throughout the world. Hope to see you soon. Take care and stay safe.
Hi JK, happy birthday to you.
You're a wonderful, kind-hearted person. We really cherish our friendship and value our collaboration a lot. So wishing for a long-lasting personal as well as professional relationship. Stay healthy, happy and blessed. This is Dr. Prabha, Dr. Tarun, IIT KGP, India.
Hi, Dr. John Osiri. Salamat Hari Jadi. Remember me? Musa from Malaysia. All the best for you and family. Bye. Cheers.
From the most southern tip in Africa, in Cape Town, South Africa, from the Cape Peninsula University of Technology, we greet you to say, Professor Osiri. May you have a blessed birthday and many more blessed years ahead.
Happy birthday, Professor Osiri. Thank you very much for being a good inspiration to the UNL community and the African community in general. Thank you very much. Ubuntu.
Ubuntu.
Professor Osiri, it's your birthday. I can't believe it's another year. And I just want to wish you happy birthday, increase wisdom, good health, and many more good things as you wish for. Even as you on this quest to transform Africa, we are here to wish you the best of luck on this journey. And as part of the university, I just want to say we'll be by your side. And one day, all laugh and smile at the good work that has been done. Enjoy your day. Happy birthday. And see you when I see you.
Happy birthday to an amazing man, Professor Kalu Osiri, a man who really cares passionately about the things that he cares passionately about. I don't know if that makes sense, but the thing is, we see that in what you do at Osiri University. You have a heart of service, you have a heart to help people, and that comes across in all that you do. For me personally, you've been an amazing friend, and you've been a source of inspiration. You don't just talk the talk, but you walk the walk. And this is demonstrated in all that you do, your sense of humility, your sense of servitude. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. Thank you for all you do. I pray that this new year will mark a new beginning for you. I don't know what your heart so desires, but I pray that in this new year, you would achieve that and many more. Have a wonderful and a fantastic birthday. Professor Osiri, we love you. Many more. Have a wonderful
Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate
Wow. Amazing. I actually did it. Yay! Got you to the point. Well, thank you to everyone who responded. I don't know what to say. I just, give Prof some minutes to pull himself together. But thank you to everyone who responded to the call, and it's been amazing. He's a phenomenal person. I mean, Dr. Easterling, do you want to say something? And there's a lot going on the chat, but please say a few words, and then I can highlight some comments on the chat.
Yes. I'm just very thankful of this community that he has helped to create, and that he has nurtured. It's been a very strong and positive experience. I mean, I would never know you, Dr. Amarachi, if it were not for Kalu. You're all the way in UK. I'm here in Baltimore, and now we've become friends and colleagues, and I would never know you. So, same with Janesha and everybody else that have been a part of the program. So it's just been an amazing ride so far, and yeah, I appreciate everything, and I'm thankful for Kalu and the work he's put in and the spirit that he has put into this effort, this university.
Yeah. I mean, Professor Kalu Osiri has been a bridge. Like you rightly pointed, Dr. Easterling, I wouldn't have known you, Dr. Mudro, Charles, Zogli. There's a lot. I don't know what to say, but all the people that have met at Osiri University has been phenomenal having to meet them. And that's because Kalu actually facilitated that. He is someone who is very generous with his network. A lot of people are very protective. They don't even want you to be close to their network, but he's someone who is really generous. And just to highlight a few on the chat, a lot of people are saying, you're such a great and selfless leader, better years ahead. Some of the people saying, I'm really happy to be identified with you. I wish you long life and prosperity. Dr. Kalu is a catalyst, Ney saying. So there's a lot of comments right there. He said, not just talk. Oh no, that's not something I wanted to highlight. This is awesome. And Honey is saying, yeah, you did it. Thank you for the initiative. So it's been amazing. I mean, there's a lot of comments on the chats. This is mind-blowing. Hugs from Nsukka, Enugu, Nigeria. So there's a lot of people, Honey as well there. And there's a whole lot of other people. And please take time to do a rewatch, and then you can catch up on the comments on YouTube. They are all there. So I'll bring up Professor Kalu Osiri for, maybe final words. You want to say something to us before we end? That will be great.
Thank you very much, Dr. Amarachi Amugo. It's been amazing getting to know you as well. Thank you for organizing this. I kind of knew, you were up to something, but I didn't know it was going to move me like this. Thank you very much. We are going to continue our work. This is a vision that we all have, and we're going to continue to water it. And like I said earlier, for my birthday present, please donate. Those who are watching, donate so that we can. I want to make sure that these people feel incentivized. Donate so we could pay some of our volunteers who have been teaching selflessly. So we could continue to support our students who want to learn, but they don't have internet connection. That's something we've been doing, for example. Some students who do not have money even to pay for data connection, we send them money and they can pay for internet connection and so they can stream their courses online, that stuff. So, so do that so that we can continue to do our good work. This is really mind-blowing. Thank you so much. Did you say 100 and something videos? I would love to be able to go through.
We had over 130. Over 130.
Wow. Well, thank you so much to you, to everyone, for the love, for the support. Continue to take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones. Remember those who love you, those around you, those who mean well for you. Continue to treat them well. That's something I'm striving to do. I want to make sure those who are around me, I continue to pour my life into them. And that is really what life is all about. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're most welcome. So any final words, Dr. Easterling, before we draw this to a close?
Oh, good. Thankful. Thank you, Dr. Conlon.
Thank you so much. And to all those who joined us today, we want to say thank you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for everything. We really appreciate you at Osiri University. And we're going to be having the Ubuntu, a global dialogue with Africa, same time next week, Saturday at 3 p.m. West African time. Please do well to join us for the dialogue. And we look forward to seeing you at some point physically. Hopefully. Goodbye, everyone. Ubuntu.
Ubuntu. Thank you so much.